Okay, we'll start here. Mic check. Got a new microphone set up, so maybe this will work. Maybe it'll just be blank. So let me tell you what's going on here. I have two probes, the yellow and the blue, channel 1 and channel 2. And I don't have a third probe yet. I'd have to order one to check a third channel at the same time. But what I have is channel 1, the yellow, that is going to test point F as in Foxtrot. Um, and I've got probe 2, which is the blue, and that is going to test point E or echo. I have everything else set up the same. Um, I can't really figure out how to record a time length on here. Like I could record a picture of a waveform, but I'm just not familiar enough with this right now to record like a video of what it's doing. I think I'll try and do that in the future to get much more higher resolution. I have set this on the vertical scale as 5 volts for each one of these increments. So at each square increment is 5 volts. It looks like one is sitting at 14, 13 volts, and then probe 2 is sitting somewhere like 4 volts. And that's a little confusing here. Because this is, I'm not sure which voltage that this is actually displaying, in channel 1 or channel 2. I would assume channel 2, since channel 1 is way up here. I've kind of tried to zero everything out. I didn't hit the auto ranging. I just kind of dialed it in here. We're at 1 microsecond. That's the horizontal scaling. And then I guess you can see as I press this pedal down what's going to happen. And I'll show you what's going on. You can probably see on the far left over here the throttle body behavior if my hand doesn't get too far in the way. But let me try and press this down. So I'll just go slow. And you can see there's some interesting waveforms that happen as I go down. And I see channel 2 does a little bit of up and down. Channel 1 seems to go up and down pretty evenly with the pedal, but channel 2, I'll do that again. As I go back down, channel 2 initially kind of goes down after a delay, and then it pops back up there, while channel 1 continues down, coming back up off the pedal. And so there's 3 main points that I see here. One is the initial depression. See, there's a bit of movement before channel 2 moves at all. There's also these noisy waveforms. I don't know what to call those. I don't really know how to capture those just yet, but that could be just induced voltages from the motor. I don't know. And then as I go down, it kind of stabilizes out to this waveform. And I haven't looked at that closely yet, but I can in the future. Then it goes back to a bit of a noisy waveform. And if I just keep going back down, it gets noisy and everything kind of drops back and repeats as I go back off the pedal. So I hope that was a little instructive. I hope that that's enough visually that you can see what's going on. But I will work on getting some better resolution in trying to record this and maybe get the data out of it as well, and then possibly moving that to a desktop analyzer or something like that, and see if I can get that to you. Maybe might be more useful information. And as a review, I'm just going through your email. I have soldered test leads onto, as you recommended, the A, C, E, and F. And I've also added a short lead for the ground over here for the probes. And that's coming off of the pin from the underside on the ground. I figured that was safe. There's also another spot that I could take off a ground here, over here, or on this here. I don't really think it matters too much, just as long as the wires coming off of these test points aren't too long. I think that's the whole point. But in any case, I've got these probes set up as you recommended or you suggested in your email. And if you want to see another test, just give me a shout. I'll run through it again. And I'm still learning, so be patient with me. But thank you.